Hi Jan, thanks for coming in today.
Hi Christine, thanks so much for your time. There's been this terrible situation that happened with my team just earlier this week, and it was really my behaviour, and it's been bothering me ever since. The two of the guys in my team, you know, we get on really well, but two of the guys in the team, they had an argument right outside my office, and it just was escalating, and I just left the office and I went down and I sat in my car in the car park for about an hour, and then I came back to the office and everything had settled, but you can imagine the looks I got, and I haven't been brave enough to say anything, and I'm really not sure what to do.
Sounds like the whole incident was pretty upsetting for you.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I don't know where that behaviour came from, and I feel really bad for the other people in the team.
Because it sounds like normally you have good relationships with that team and it functions really well.
Oh, absolutely. We get on so well. We do social stuff. You know, it's me. I don't know what happened to me.
And I'm thinking that you might like to find ways of responding differently were that type of situation to arise again. Would that be right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Sometimes it's helpful if we can, rather than moving straight into how you would deal with it differently, to understand a little bit more about why it's happening. Does that make sense? Yeah. And so with that, I'm just curious to know if this sort of situation has happened before and you've responded in similar ways before.
You mean like conflict situations?
Yes.
I'm not good at conflict. I just walk away. I put my head in the sand rather than deal with conflict.
Right, I see. So rather than engage, you withdraw.
Yes.
Yeah. And so you'd say that's been a repeated pattern for you over the years?
Probably.
Yeah. How far back would you say that went? You know, the feelings that arose in a conflict situation and that pattern of withdrawing then when those feelings arise, how far back would they go?
Oh, this conversation is confidential?
Oh, absolutely.
Because I feel a bit awful saying this, a bit embarrassed, but when I was a kid, I was an only child, and my dad would drink, and if he came home on a Friday night, he'd yell and scream at Mum, and I'd just run away and hide in my bedroom. So maybe that's it?
It's a pretty frightening situation for a child.
Yes.
Yeah, to witness that scenario repeatedly. Yeah. And a child would feel helpless in that situation, and the way to deal with it would be to try and escape from a frightening situation.
Do you think I'm behaving like a child now?
You know, our brains have evolved to keep us safe. That's the chief job of our brains, to keep us alive and to keep us safe. So we're automatically wired, all of human beings are automatically wired to, the brain is wired to do its very best to keep us safe. And so when the brain senses danger, and that can be physical danger, but it can also be psychological and emotional danger, then the brain sees the way of keeping safe is to escape. So in that situation that you described to me, of the child in that situation feeling frightened and helpless, the automatic brain response, and it's an automatic response, is to keep you safe. And in that situation, to keep that child safe was to run away. And so then we can be triggered by that similar situation in our lives as we grow up. The brain goes into that automatic pattern of, this is the way I keep myself safe. Does that make sense?
Oh, it makes a lot of sense, yes. Yeah, I just have to work on ways to overcome it.
Sometimes, usually understanding why a situation is arising helps us to step back and not get caught up in it. And so to give ourselves a little bit of space to step back, see what's happening, take a deep breath, and then take a different course of action to the more automatic one, the more simpler parts of our brain that's trying to keep us safe automatically. But now we've got this sort of higher thinking brain that can calm us and override that and help us to behave in more appropriate ways in that particular situation.
Wow. Wow, you know so much about the brain. So self-awareness is really going to help me overcome this.
Absolutely, totally. And give you more choices. So you will have a choice as to how to respond rather than going into that automatic pattern of behaviour that a part of your brain is trying to keep you safe.
Oh, wow. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.